Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I was casting a new game between Dimaga and TLO. Obviously, these are two very, very high-level players. I mean, TLO is playing off race here as he usually plays Terran, I believe. I'm just getting into casting, so I'm trying to learn everybody, make sure. But I've been watching some casts, and I know TLO. I mean, TLO is one of my favorites. I wish I played as well as him. Seems as though both of our players' overlords are going the complete wrong direction. They're going to have a little race here to see who can get to the first base. Although I do believe Dimaga has a little bit of a lead there. Not very important, but you know, I figured I'd tell you. They're both playing Zerg, so this is going to be a mirror matchup. Not too often does this happen, if you ask me, Zerg versus Zerg, because most people don't like Zerg versus Zerg. Doing a little tiny extractor trick didn't really do much there. I mean, it's all up to preference. It has been proven that it's not much of a difference, and honestly, I think it put him a little behind him saving up for that, because now he is only at 13 drones, whereas Dimaga's sitting. Oh, he's only sitting at 13 too, but he's producing. He's producing a lot more. He's got 3 on the way. Our Zerg player, our TLO, our player here, has got 3 on the way. So I guess we're pretty even. So far, the builds are the exact same. Our red Zerg player finally does realize there's nobody at that base. And this overlord now headed out in the opposite direction, with the drone scout coming out for TLO. Another drone scout, maybe he's going for a fast expand here. He does have an automatic minerals. Now, that's because he did the extractor trick. And it does seem as though Dimaga here trying to go for this fast expand, but TLO with great micro is preventing this hatchery, which isn't actually all that delayed because there it goes. So we have 2 different playstyles here. We have spawning pool first, then hatchery, and no hatchery yet. It looks as though TLO might be going an all-in play here. These 2 overlords might see each other. I don't know, maybe. Little one-person view here. Oh, they do see each other. Yay. Little overlord party. These 2 overlords, again, are going to do the same thing. And he is going all 3 gas. So TLO having a very peculiar play. He does have a queen on the way. Now, red Zerg player's spawning pool is not quite up yet. So, but he does have this hatchery, which means he's going to be ahead in economy here soon. And he is going to realize that his opponent here did not go for that fast expand. Instead, he's going very standard, just pool. He's got some Zerglings coming up, and he's got a Baneling nest. Now, Banelings are very popular in StarCraft 2 ZVZ. Actually, every game I've ever played goes either Mass Zergling or Baneling Zergling. And this happens for 2 reasons. One, because they're just great at killing. They're great at killing Zerglings. And 2, it happens this way because, don't forget to lay down his creep tumor. He'll revive there a little. Not sure. Oh, I think TLO's going to try and kill this overlord. This is a little crazy. I mean, he is sending his only queen out. I guess he's hoping to snipe this overlord. Maybe supply block. It would supply lock him if he did, but no, he does not have another one on the way, so this would completely supply block. It looks as though the 2 slowest units in the world are going to chase each other, and she's not going to quite get this overlord, unfortunately for her. I mean, close, maybe. Alright, does supply lock our Terran player, or our other Zerg player over here. There's 2 overlords on the way, but there is Banelings already. I believe that there are already Banelings. Yes, 4 Banelings. Now, this is very powerful because, wow, he's got this front door very secure, going very those Banelings aren't going to be able to do anything. Maybe sneak into the mineral line. I don't see this doing anything. Ooh, maybe a little misclick there by the Baneling. Boom. Really wasting his Banelings. That's not a good use for the Banelings whatsoever. Very good job by Dimaga by kiting those units out. Now, it does seem as though we do have 18 Zerglings compared to a 4 Zerglings, no Banelings. Now, I don't think these Zerglings are going to do anything. These Queens doing a great block on the ramp. He's going to go harass some probes. But with 3 spine crawlers, these Zerglings are going to be completely nullified, and that was a lot of minerals wasted for absolutely no gain, if you ask me. We go to the units lost tab here. Yeah, TLO definitely came out behind in that one. He lost more units, lost more resources. Definitely not an even exchange. But if you look, he's going to have view here, and I mean neither player is going for anything crazy. We do have 2 Evo chambers. That's gotta be wrong. Yes, we're going dual Evo chamber, which means it's going to get dual upgrades, which means TLO is going to fall behind not only in unit count, because there's no way he's going to be able to bust this front door. He does have his natural, but it just spawned. There's no way he's going to be able to bust this front door. These 2 queens doing a great job of walling off this ramp. Our Zerg player's Overlord still hanging out up here. We do have Carapace and missile attacks, so it does look as though he's going to go for roaches, which we should see the roach war anytime now. This one's Zergling kind of pecking away. They do move at the same speed though, so that one will get away. And out here, nothing crazy going on from TLO. Note that both players are only on 1 gas up until this point. So we do have a layer coming up, finally a new extractor for res. So we do have 2. Now we're going quad gases for our Zerg player Dimaga here. Still only dual gases, so TLO is going to be very far behind, throwing up those 2 spine crawlers, but they take a century to build. Triple spine crawlers. Now, I do like the placement of Dimaga's spine crawlers a lot better than I do TLO's. TLO's will have a good job walling off, but he does only have... Oh, this is going to be able to get up into the base. Oh, I think that was a little bit of a misclick trying to take out that extractor. I do like Dimaga's better. They're a little spread out. They'll cover the mineral lines, if I'm not mistaken. These will not reach down here, so he'll have to rely on his queens if there are any Zergling run by. So he does have an Overseer hanging out up in here. He's gonna die. Mass queens. This Overseer has seen better days. Maybe he can contaminate something, do some kind of damage before he goes down. Maybe just some last minute scout. He does have enough for a contaminate. Throw that onto the hatchery or one of these Evo chambers. Yep, there's the roach one I was talking about. Now we do have pathogen glands coming up, which means faster move. Wow. This Overseer survives with 5 HP. That's crazy lucky. Now, with this Overlord, Dimaga does... just Baneling after Baneling. Not a fair trade here. He spent more on his Banelings, and his Banelings are completely ineffective against... Ooh. Infestors. Now, this could be pretty interesting. I'm sorry, I thought the pathogen glands were for the Overlord movement speed. I don't often get Infestors or Overlord movement speed, so those are 2 icons that I'm not too familiar with. Now we do have 1 Zerg player going Roaches and Hydra. A Roach Hydra build is very potent. He is going to need the gas, and he is going to fall behind in gas count. Man, if you were Terra, this would be like perfect Seeker missile. God, that'd be so great. Now this is a 6 Roach push, which is a little delayed, and it's not going to be able to do much. TLO going crazy overboard on these spine crawlers. Wow, that is a lot of spine crawlers. I don't think Dimaga's going to be able to break that anytime soon. I think that goes a little overboard on TLO's part, but he's not mining that quickly. He just doesn't seem to be mining as quickly as our red player. I guess he is, though. He's just... A lot of infestors. He's going to peck away. I think Dimaga realizes he's not going to be able to break through this. Again, this is good placement of all units. These Hydralisks do have a good range, though. I mean, they have a range of 5. TLO going for a solid wall off here. That's a lot of spine crawlers. You don't see this often. They do have a range of 7, so this poor spine crawler just going to chill out here. And our queen's probably going to put some band-aids up on those if need be. He is going to be able to hold the position, but Dimaga, knowing this, is going for that going for an expand here. Lots and lots of troop movement coming up. Wow, that's a lot of... He might... Oh my god, both players doing the exact same build. One has more than the other, though, so... Yeah, this is very interesting play. Both are going for mass spine crawlers. I can't say I see this one too often. Now... Neither one of them, although I do see 111 on each one of his, and nothing for our other Zerg player TLO. Now there are a bunch of queens, which are essential for this build to work, and I have a feeling that TLO is going to lose this battle when it comes right down to it. He has more units, although these infestors could play a huge role. Very good placement of that. Not the best, but eesh. I'm not so sure that was a great idea. Roaches aren't the best target, but he is dedicated to killing these roaches. Wow, that's a lot of... I don't know if I agree with this. Hydralisks are much better. They're very papery, and it did not work. He might be able to kill off these roaches. I don't know why Dimaga is not moving them. That is a huge army flank, and I believe this will be GG for our Zerg player. I believe this will be GG for TLO. There's not enough here. He's going to lose his entire army. There's not enough band-aids going down. This is going to be very close. Yeah, too many roaches. TLO is going to lose game 1, I'm assuming. Unless he's got some trick up his sleeve. But I don't see anything. 63 over 51 harvesters, and no attacking units. This fungal growth doing a very good job of holding the army stationary for now. But even with all the spine crawlers, those upgrades definitely paid off. Wow, doing 20 damage. TLO GGing out of the first game. And this is going to be a best of 2, so hopefully TLO playing off race can do better next time. And this is Ninja Smurf signing off.